welcome to our live show today, and we are so grateful for you are here. And as I say in all my other shows, this is the best dinner you can go to ever in your life with all my talk shows because we have so much to tell. All my guests, I choose them because they have the most big value to your soul, heart, body, and mind. And I use some free copyright music, so I will put it in the comments. So I don't use any music; it's not allowed. So and someone calling now. Take that away because it disturbs. So today I am so lucky. I have someone from Croatia again. I have one yesterday. Also, it was so amazing. Finally, I get connected to someone from Croatia. So it's so amazing. And she have a topic about something I have studied for 5 years, and I'm so excited because she have taken education in it, and she is so good, and she have created a new book in Croatia, so all you in Croatia actually now can get it and find out what human design is if you don't can English. And in the future, also in next month, this program can also be in Croatia because YouTube have finally made so we can choose to get our broadcast and talk show in different languages because there's only 20% in the world who can English. So yes, so keep stay with us because she will have so much amazing. And thank you for using your time today with us, and thank you for Jelena for coming in my show. I'm so grateful. I will let Jelena present herself because we know best about ourselves. And I not meet her in person, so I cannot tell any person any the way I have ride with her. She's just amazing person. So thank you so much, and now it's your time.
Thank
Give
you.
it the
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy and I'm so appreciated and thankful that I can share all the things that I know about this system that really changed my life. Really, really. So my name is Jelena Verner, and I am a human design analyst and teacher, but human design suddenly came in my life in 2018, and it changed for 180 degrees, changed my life. So it changed my career. I get divorced. I moved from my hometown. So everything changed. I mean, everything that can be changed really does change. So this system really showed me who am I in relationships, who am I in some kind of business sector, and all the things that I have been learned through my childhood really changed like totally. I decided to put all of my energy in this learning and sharing it to the other people, for example, in raising our kids. It's also important to know, yeah, it really helped me in raising my two boys. Both of them are teenagers now, but it really helped me in recognizing their talents, their way of dealing with decisions and making any kind of steps in their lives. So we are totally different, and according to the system of human design, we are much more, as a kids, we have much more from our grandmothers and grandfathers, more than we have from our mother and father. So it is very, very important to know who our kids are. So right now, as I'm doing only human design, I decided to quit my job. I have been for more than 22 years university professor. I have master and PhD in economics, and I decided that all of those things that I have learned through my education and all the things that I shared to my students is not my story anymore. And in that way, I decided not to sit anymore on two chairs, to be honest to myself and to be authentic to myself. And just through that authenticity and honesty, show other people through my example how it can be possible. So I decided to only be in line with this system, and through my lectures, educations, schools of human design, I'm sharing to a wide publicly.
Yeah, very popular friend. And I like the way you have around you. You have human design in background. I love that. I have some kind of human design, just in another way. I have some from Egypt with
Uh,
our horoscope, but it are connected to human design. So yeah, and I love you say that with children because that's what I discovered for 1 month ago, and I was like, oh my God, we must share that to the world. When they get a child, they need to find out which human design have my child, so we actually see the child where
mhm.
they are,
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
we see them for our own idea. Yeah, tell me more about that. It's so it's something you really
Yeah, it helped me really, really much because my older one is a generator. That means that he has a capacity for energy and generating energy, and he's here to go to sleep late at night. He's, according to determination and the way of eating, he eats a lot at night, and it is really good for him. But it was a huge learning for me to accept that he is not here to eat breakfast. And most of his childhood, I was really strict in pushing him and telling him, you need to, before going out from the house, you need to have your breakfast. But it was not okay for his organism. For example,
no.
the other younger son, he's the projector. He doesn't have available energy all the time, and it was so suspicious for me. Why he's so lazy? Why is he so slow? Why he
Same,
needs
because my
so
daughter is.
an interesting thing for the younger one, he's for him it is good to eat during the day. You see the
Yeah, but also
differences.
influence. Yeah, but it's really influence. I think we must just tell people a little about before we going into all deeper in the stories, because like I want to tell I'm a generator and my son is manifested generator and my daughter is projector. And what is you? You was
Manifesting generator,
yeah.
yes.
And then so I think you should tell first about like if people don't know about human design, so they
Mhm,
know there is this five and just short about them, and then we
mhm,
can start because that is so funny because that's what I like to learn the parents, because actually we going in and do something to the children who not supposed to be done to them. Because I also saying to my daughter, why you have to sleep now, come on, because I'm a generator. I'm like, hello.
yes,
So yeah,
exactly. So we have a
so
five types. Yeah, we have a five
yeah,
types.
yeah.
First one is generators. There is a 70 percentage, around 70 percentage population is among generators. So generators can be divided into subgroups. First one are the pure generators. There are around 35, 36 percentage of pure generators. They have a very subtle energy. They have consistent energy. When they start something, they have energy to finish it. For example, in comparison to the second subgroup, it is manifesting generators. There is around around 32% of manifesting generators. They are very quickly. They can do a lot of things. They are full of energy. They can multitask. I can, for example, for myself, it is normally that I am on my phone typing something on the email, for example, and speaking with the third person around. So there is a lot of energy, and sometimes we want to go further and faster in our life, and usually life puts us on a hold and tells us, you are now hyperventilating, please stop, please breathe. And when the light on is from the orange to the green, then you can start your journey. And both groups, pure generators and manifesting generators, are really here to work and work what they love. That is main mission in our life for all of us, is to work what we feel passion about, what we feel joy and satisfaction. And usually it is like the vibration of our planet is full of frustration. Why? Because of us generators, because we are staying, yes, because we are staying in the relationships that are not good for us. We are staying in the jobs that are totally exhausting us. We don't feel passion anymore about that job, but the mind is here, and the mind is telling us, you need to, because of this, blah blah blah. And in that, yeah,
Yes, and you get frustrated
yeah,
time. I am working on that 1 year now.
yeah,
So, like I say, I could have get frustrated when we don't could come in here to the live show, but I have learned to say thank you. Everything is because
yeah,
else we bring, as you say. I see that the world it's so frustrated that they now I realize it maybe because so many are generators. So,
yeah. Many of us are not staying in a healthy relationships, in a healthy jobs,
no,
and
no, no.
in that way, yeah, we feel frustrated and angry. The
Yes,
second, yes, tell it.
yes, exactly. I find out with my human design. That's why I do my work. Because as a tantra expert, I actually go in because it both connected to the human design, but it also connected to our sensuality. Because we
Yeah.
don't have the new word I have discovered this sensual vitality. We don't have a healthy relationship with that also.
Exactly, exactly. And that is why most important thing and purpose in our life is to find things, projects, ideas, relationships that really gives us like added value to everything that we do. And in that way, we will feel satisfied, and and we are radiating that satisfaction in our surrounding, and in that way we can relate to others in our life. So the second group is our projectors. There is around 22% of projectors. They are very, very special. They don't have consistent energy in themselves. They are, for example, working and they need to take a rest. It is good for them to sleep at least 9 hours per night, and during the afternoon also to take a small beauty sleep. And for them, it is really important to know that they are not here to push themselves and to lead others if they are not asked for that. So most of our projectors in this life are learning that they are here to accept invitations that are in line with them. So in that way, they will find healthy relationships, healthy jobs that support their talents, because in each time when projectors are pushing their guidance or pushing to pushing themselves in a guiding others, and they are not asked for guiding. They are dealing themselves with a huge bitterness. Bitterness is a not self theme of all projectors, and bitterness comes only when they push their guidance towards, for example, us generators, because it is a really good connection between generators and projectors. Projectors are here to lead our energy, because we, as a generators, both subtypes, pure generators and manifesting generators, we have a lot of energy. We don't know what to do with our energy, and we are like pushing our heads in the walls and doing same things all over again and again and again. And we need projectors, because projectors are here. Projectors' main purpose in this life is to lead the energy of the generators, and that's the beautiful synergy.
But when I hear that, when we both have the same system with our children, because you have one generator and you're a manifestator and a protector. So how is it for this child who are protected with this family when they don't know it?
Yeah.
Because my best friend is also protected, and when I realize that all that, I need to take much more care of him in another way, like
Mhm.
I to believe in him and let him sleep.
Yeah.
Because I was also like, I lived with him, so I was like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so how is it for a child living with two generators?
Yeah. First, he was living with three generators, because my former husband was also manifesting generator as I am. So, for our youngest son, it was, I think, really hard at the beginning, because we are full of energy and we are always doing something and skipping steps and doing this and this and this, a lot of things during the day. But I recognize it only when human design enters my life, that my younger
Really?
son is really special, and he's
Mhm.
totally different. And I was noticing that when he comes from school. Every day when he comes from school, he was like push himself on the ground and saying, "Mom, I'm so tired."
No.
So tired, and I will it is still, it is really hard for him to get up early in the morning. He usually loves to sleep a lot, and going to the school in the morning is really hard for him. Usually he needs to take a sleep at the afternoon, and I'm also pushing him, because when he was younger, he was asking, why my older brother have so much energy, what is wrong with me, what can I fix, why I don't have so much energy.
So what can happen? Because my son is manifestation generator, but he he have energy if he playing football or something, but he have also been very tired and he's still very tired. So what is that behind that? But yeah, my daughter, I was doing the same for her. I was like, hey, come on. But she going early in bed, so she actually very good too. She don't like to sleep long. She likes to go up early in the morning because she's working in the morning, but she go to bed like sometimes 8 o'clock. I'm like, hello, it's only 8 o'clock. But when I learned it, then I was saying, yes, of course, sweetheart, and of course, and when we have a therapy session, she have told, oh, I don't know what I should do because my mom always come with all this positive energy and always, and I cannot, and I realize it's, but I have to go in and see what the children's that are. I have not do that. I must do that. That was a very good thing for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, yeah. Now we can continue with the third group. After
Yes.
projectors, we have manifestors. Manifestors, there is around 8% of them. They are here really to push their energy in front. They are first in the line. And they are here really to, first of all, inform others before they do something for themselves. It is really important for manifestors and small manifestors, kids manifestors, to learn to inform their parents about the things that they will do at the moment, because they
Mm.
have a really self-sufficient aura around them, and usually their aura scares their parents. So usually what is happening through their childhood, parents from the kids that they are manifestors, parents are really in controlling of them. They just want to control the small manifestors. And usually when manifestors grow older and older, especially in teenage years, they become rebellious. They go out from the house because they cannot stand any more controlling from their parents. So what is need when I'm doing this family analysis, I usually tell the parents, please leave that a boy or a girl alone and learn her or him to inform you before they will go across the street, because before they will go with the friends outside, just to tell the parents what they will do. And usually, when they are older, they tell me during the consultations, when I tell them, manifestors, you need to inform the others, they tell me, no, please don't tell me this. It's like, no, I don't want to inform anybody, because it is that underlying theme in them from the childhood, because they feel that everybody around their life wants to control them, and in that way they don't want to tell anybody what their next step will be.
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, and the last one are the reflectors. Reflectors, there is around 1% of reflectors. They are very, very special because they are depending on the moon phases. Uh,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it depends on the movement of the moon. Moon,
Mm.
especially mm, drag their energy in totally different directions. So reflectors are here to introduce themselves to themselves, because every day they are totally different. And it is important for them to wait around 28 or 29 days before making any kind of decisions. Reflectors are really good to have in any kind of business environment, because when you have reflector, it is like they are reflecting the energy of the family, of the business meeting, for example. And usually I have one girlfriend reflector, and I usually call her during my classes. And after the classes, I ask her what was the energy during the lectures. And she usually tell me, like, very strictly, it was like this, and this. So,
Oh,
and I like
wow.
one definition of reflectors very much. And it is like when you fell in love with yourself. I mean, when you are in front of reflector and when you fell in love in that reflector, that means that you fell in love in yourself, because
Mm.
we see ourselves in reflectors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever have meet a reflector. I don't have any reflector in my environment. Like,
Mhm.
um, my best friends, they are one is protector and the other is generator. But
Mm.
the one with generator, we are like, like we are like really like soul sisters. Like we are,
Mm.
we going in the
Beautiful.
show and we home to Denmark. So wow. So is have there any special sign we can see this reflector, because it's very important to see that child, and I really like you do this work because family have to, as you say, if you get a child who have reflector, you really need to see that what they need
Yes.
because they cannot live in the same life as we other do, and and then we forgot this child, and maybe that's the reason they get some problem when they get adult.
You know what? We usually can see the behavior of the reflector, and through that his or hers behavior, we can see what is happening with the energy of the parents or other kids in the family. So when
Mm,
the small reflector is very anxious or is very frustrated, that only means that the parents are not satisfied with themselves.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But
he's changing every day. And you never know who the reflector is because he's changing his behavior, way of thinking, way of available energy, way of making decisions, depending on the phases of the moon. So during the day, moon change his
yes,
phases.
I feel already. But when you're sitting and talking about some of them, can you be like in something called the five love language? You have something who are you love first love language, but you also have some of, because many was saying to me I was reflector before we know deep enough about. They was like saying to me, "Are you sure you're not a reflector?" And me going in and check it out, because some of that I see that I'm a very much affected of every energy who happen all the
Mhm.
time. Like I can be waking up in the morning, be woohoo, and then the moon changing, the energy changing in 4 hours, and then I can be like, oh, now I want to sleep, or now,
Mhm.
like
Yes,
it's
because
really.
everybody is totally different. Everybody's chart is very
Mm,
unique. And
mm,
you are as a generator is totally different than the other generators. And each of our centers, it is like
yes,
in human design. Yeah,
yes,
this is
I love
human
that.
design centers, and each of those
Mm,
centers, depending how it is like calculated in your design, what planets are activating some of those gates, that depends really much. So, for example, this is a solar plexus. This is third chakra. It is relationship with the others, and through this is connected with our emotions. And usually,
mm,
when people have this center open, that means that they are amplifying the emotions of the others, and they are
mm,
amplifying and feel that kind of emotions and think that they are that emotion. They are not that emotion. They are just amplify the emotion of the other person. So we are here to
mm,
amplify all those energies
mm,
from the other persons who are surrounding us. For example, this is like our intuition.
mm,
And through this intuition, we can amplify the fears of the others.
mm.
And
Oh
sometimes when
wow.
we are having so much fears, it doesn't mean that it is ours,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yes, I know. And because I also working with like everything is energy, so we can live in a place where we can be affected of energy of that place without it's our energy. So and yeah, but when you're doing this session for people, because I think everyone should book a session with you. That's why we're making this talk show, because they can learn so much about themselves, but also about how we're treating our friends, our parents, our children, and
Mhm.
because then we can start to understand each other and we can have all this love in the world. But
Exactly.
when you have people like, if you have someone who have open solar plexus, do you also tell them how they then can, how they can handle it, like how what they should do, or so
Yeah.
are they getting that in your session, or hmm?
Yes, I usually tell them that all the energies or emotions that they are amplifying from the others, it is not theirs. And they are like barometers. People with the open solar plexus are barometers of the emotional energy of the others. So
mm,
when this person enters the room, and if she or he feels like anxious or frustrated or whatever, that means that it is the energy of the room. And what usually happens here with the people with the open solar plexus, we are not like to go in any kind of confrontations. We usually lie ourselves. We are the biggest liars in the world.
mm.
50
Oh my God.
percentage of us that have, myself as well, that have open solar plexus are really here to learn how to say no, how to put boundaries around ourselves, and how to say like, no, I'm not available for that, because we usually don't want to fight with the others. We usually don't want to insult the others, because we
Wow.
feel that the relationship can be disturbed. So
I
a
cannot
lot of
remember what
guilt.
mine. I will look into that. That's interesting. I cannot remember what mine is, if it's open or closed. I know my throat chakra is open.
Mhm. You have a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, and I was so lucky. I don't know about human design when I start being tantra, go into tantra, and then I find out after I am one of the best to do it because it is in my chakra, in my human design. So it's like, so I
Yeah.
already go on the path without I knew it was my path, because then I get knowledge about it, and then um, I get some small information, but not so deep, because it was
Mhm.
connected to astrology and then human design. So I look forward to have a
Mhm.
session with you so much.
Yeah, because human design is connected from a lot of different fields, like Western astrology, of course, then Kabbalah, then Tree of
Mm,
Life, then chakras in our body. It is a few different systems consists and make human design. So in that way, human design really shows us a deep parts of ourselves, as well as our conscious part and as well our unconscious part, because human design is giving us a second calculation. First calculation is the time of our birth, with the time, date, and place. And second calculation is 3 months before our birth. It is like it is
I
called
didn't know
like
about that.
unconscious. It's
Mm,
called unconscious part of us. And through those unconscious part of us, it is like it is something that we are not aware of ourselves. We cannot manipulate with those with those things inside of us, and it comes from us in a totally unaware conscience. So we are here to learn about our unconscious part and accept self as we are. So the main mission of the human design is learning us how to love ourselves. That is the main purpose. And through
mm,
loving our conscious part and through loving our unconscious part, we are really here to explore all and explore all of our talents and gifts that we are here to give first to ourselves and then also to the others through which we are connected to.
mm. Yeah, it's really interesting. I start focus on myself. It's a new thing for me. So
Yeah.
maybe I have open solar plexus. I will check it, because I really start now saying I must focus on me. So it's really interesting. Like you say, we cannot manipulate, because it will coming and press you in somehow in your
Mhm.
life. Um,
Mhm.
and then you can, of course, unsuppress it when if you start being addicted to alcohol, drugs, sexuality, whatever. Like then you can
Mhm.
suppress it. But if you don't on all that, then it will, as you say, cannot manipulate. So it will push you to wake up in it, or something like that. That's what I hear. Eh? Mm,
Yeah, exactly.
mm, mm.
Exactly.
So how long have human design exist? Like, I know he found it for 20 years ago, but when did the world get to know about human design? Because I see it first escalating since 2020. I first see it escalate like more.
Okay.
But
But yeah, it started in 1987 when the founder of human design, Ra Uru Hu,
yeah,
his full name is Robert Alan Krakower. He's Canadian. He has a really one of the mystical experiences in Ibiza. It is in Spain. It lasts for a few days, and he downloaded all this knowledge. And
mm,
especially in 2018, when Pluto was in the gate 61, this is the in crown chakra, this is the gate 61 here. Gate 61 is the gate of the mystery, is the gate of the inner knowing. And the Pluto, as a planet of transformation and truth, when it was in 2018 in a gate 61, there is a lot of people who started to exploring human design. And
yeah,
after
because
that, each gate that Pluto touches, it changes our reality
mm,
as a whole. So a lot of people started from that year, me, myself also started to learning human design, and
yeah,
it is like
because
all over the world, and it's spreading
I,
a lot.
yeah, because I have studied a lot in my life, and I have not coming past it like before.
Mhm.
And I have studied a lot about things. So, but it has not crossing my life before. Also around 2019. So, but yeah, I also say that people like we think um we we have a government. We think we have this and this, but I say actually the planet is ruling us.
Mhm.
We can do things, but it will automatically like happen in us.
Yeah.
Because it will like now like Pluto is in Aquarius, and I say to
Mhm.
people, no matter if you want to transform or change, it's gonna happen in you because, and it's maybe also in one of this a gates. As he
Yeah.
said, having something. He Rahu he said having something in 2027, 2027.
Yeah. In
Okay.
2027, in February 2027, it will start the mutation of the solar plexus, especially in the gate 55. Gate
Mm,
55 is the gate of abundance. It is the gate of the spirit. And great and huge mutation starts in that gate. That means that from 2027 for the next 400 years, we will change the vibration and we will change the frequency of functioning as individuals. Right now, we are going outside from the huge cross of the planning. It was like tribal energy, like family energy. We through this energy, we through these 400 years, it's like 16 generations of our ancestors. We have been building our societies. There is a huge amount of the population, rising of the population, and structures of our society, like law, education, medicine, and so on. But from the February 2027, we are coming and entering in a totally different vibration. This vibration will have focus on individuality. What does it mean? That means that can you show me how you are doing what you are doing? And through your example, through your inspirational action, and through your role model, I will do it for myself. And it comes the time that it will be like positively, we will be here to be positively selfish about ourselves. And because only when you take care of yourself, You don't need
Yes.
anybody, any kind of gurus, any kind of mentors, because you have everything inside of yourself. And when
Yes.
you accept your power and brave that you are a potential, uh, and that you can uh, um, become and do everything what you allow yourself to be, that will be a totally new generation of
Yeah,
people.
you give me that what I like with this talk show because I am someone. That's why I say I cannot understand. I must have some reflection somewhere because when I listen to when you speak, I'm very conscious about what you say, and then it's coming to me like you say, there's no guru. Then maybe it should not be tantra expert. It should because I have a long time say to people, we are messengers for each other.
Yeah,
So to helping, I am the guidance or angel to help people to find out you have it all in yourself. I telling my clients that every day you have it all in you.
exactly.
And I make another work. I make a talk show by myself where I'm talking about be the best version of yourself. So I
Yeah.
should maybe call myself a tantra messenger, like
Mhm.
someone who tantra
Yeah.
angel or something, because I feel like just a message to people, and I feel people who are like you now saying you give me a message.
Yeah,
Like I say that also to my friends, we are message to each other, so
exactly.
we can. Oh wow, it's so beautiful because
Yeah.
yes, and I say that to people. I say next 3 years gonna happen so much in the world, and then it's gonna change. I say to people in 2035, the world look in a way they never have imagined.
Yes. But we can feel it, everything already.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
know, it is like we can feel in our in a vibration of the planet. We can feel that something is coming new,
Mm.
and all of
So,
us. Yes.
mm. so, so as you say, you change your life completely. So when someone go and get a session for you,
Mhm.
then will start could wake up. So it could be in very amazing. I already have said to someone they should get in contact with you because I think my work I working about learning your body. What is your
Mhm.
body? How you think yourself? How you love yourself? And and with that tools and this together, it's and like astrology also, and
Yeah.
then can be the best vision. And I also, when we was you sit and talk about this with being self, I say to every young person because the message you say like, then we just are like inspiration to each other. I say to every young person I meet, please be your own business owner.
Yeah.
Then they don't have any leader to say you should. Then they need to cooperate, and then as
Exactly.
and then they could use the human design to okay I should build a house so then I need 10 generator and 3 reflector to tell about the energy. Like I always term of houses because that's what people understand. Like I say only the people in my session, you have to build your own foundation first before you actually can have a relationship.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone. And that's from my own knowledge also like
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
people say, why are you single? I say because I have building the house for myself and I only want to interact in house who also build a house for themselves.
Exactly.
Because I have enough
Yeah.
in myself, my sexuality, my love, my because I want to be the flower every day. I don't want to be not a flower with
Yeah.
someone who also yes. So mm. So tell me more about like how you can say so you write this book so you're writing do you have the book so people can see it so you're writing the book so you have make them for one from a protector one from manifestator and then you
Yeah.
also I've seen you have something in Instagram where you get like a not like a calendar or something like that, but they can book something. They can. What is that?
Yes.
Can you show and tell a little about that? Yes.
Yes, yes, I will. I have
Yeah.
because I have in my design a lot of melancholy. And through that
Mm,
melancholy, I'm creating miracles. First
mm.
miracle was I created cards. It's called Human Design 64. 64 cards.
Oh,
It's connected with these 64 gates. And each
oh,
of
wow.
the cards, it has the explanation on the back, in
Oh,
which
wow.
center it is and what does it mean. Small explanation and the bigger explanation.
Mm.
And usually I'm using these cards in my workshops, just to pull some kind of
Yes,
message
I
for
was on
everybody
the
and
way
so
to
on.
say that you pull some for our show here. That could be fun.
Yeah. And the other thing, also during my melancholy, I developed, this is a human design transits for 2024, but right now it is come from the print, the 2025. I'm also selling for the next year. And it is like divided through the weeks. You see
Mm.
the month January from the 1st of 1st till the 6th of 1st, 2024, what gates will be activated.
Oh,
And on
wow.
the other side, you have the text about your week, what will you experiencing during the week, and you have empty page here to put some kind of your thoughts. So
Oh, wow.
this is yeah, and the last one
Wow.
are my books. I will show you.
And I
These are
will
the
all
books.
thank you for all you looking at us. I will put it all in the comments. She will send in and I will put it in comments. So go in and buy it
Yeah.
because it can help you so much. And you can also
Okay.
get it in English, only in Croatia. So can you get it in English also, or only in Croatia?
Yes, it is only in, no, not only in Croatia. I'm sending those books. This is, for example, book for manifesting generator. This is book for the
Mm.
reflector.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't have it here. I have for projectors as well, generators and manifestors. And
Mm.
all those books you can find through my mail. You can order by my mail. It is written very inspirational. Like there is in each of the books there is inspirational stories of the people who are, for example, manifesting generator. And right now I'm having it only in Croatian language,
No.
but soon it will be in English as well.
Yeah. But so everyone in Croatia, if you want to wake up, because what is it? So can you go in human design and see something about the country also? Can you use human design for seeing that?
Yes,
Can you see?
yes,
Because I
yeah.
see Croatian have so high energy, but the people who are here are so sad, so empty, and so lost. And then they say, "Oh
Mm.
yeah, we have a war." I say, "Yeah, but that is 30 years ago. It's not like you have this war, but there's a war right now." It's like so. Can you see also something about the energy in the countries, different countries, or with human design, or it's only the person's design?
I usually do it only with the person's design, with the family design. Like I'm using the human design also in a business sector because I have PhD in economy. I'm helping as a consultant the managers, directors of the firms, small, big organizations to restructure their teams, to help them to put the persons in the team on the right position and so on. But I'm not dealing with the mundane of the human design as a country, like looking human. But it can be. It's really interesting idea. Thank you for sharing this, and thank you for asking. I really like. I'm now curious to find out the
Yeah,
creation. Yeah.
yeah, because that could also because it could helping. Oh, 2 seconds, because someone called. Um, I have to turn. I have to find. Normally, no one called me, and now some the same number, and I decline. I don't understand. Like, Right. But thank you for calling. Thank you for the personal call. Because I really training some of the Kabbalah. I just meet one Kabbalah guy, so I really training something. Um, so yeah, because that could helping every countries also to understand what is happening around,
Yeah,
or maybe it's only are if the person, but and again, if we look at the sort of philosophy, if we changing, the world changes. I say
mm,
that. I tell people when they come here, if you starting love yourself and you starting go out of the door happy and not angry, frustrated, then you will generate another energy in another way. Like where I say, if a guy have a supermarket here, he should. Now I am in Croatia. It could also be in Denmark. There are more, and in America there are more. Hello, hello, hello. But here in the supermarket, one guy he could actually give her employer some more money, and
yeah,
then he could actually tell them, hey, say good morning to people, start saying, how are you? Oh, you look good, or something like that. Then the
yeah,
supermarket beginning will be like, but then everyone will come to the supermarket because they will feel intentionally calling, I see you, I feel you, I hear
yeah.
you, I listen to you.
Yes, exactly. And it's really precious when you have a leader that knows your pure talents. And it
Yeah,
is really precious. For example, can you imagine one person who is really good in communication and creativity, and the leader puts her or him in a accountant office with the numbers?
yeah,
What
exactly.
will happen with this person? This person
Yeah.
will be frustrated, will not explore their natural talents.
So
Or the other thing, if you put the person who is really good in numbers, you put them in marketing sector, he
yeah,
will lose himself.
yeah, that I also feel because I have always been a speaker. Like I always have speak since I was baby. And in the school they threw me out of the door because they think I was so annoying because I always ask, "Are you sure you not can do it in another way?" So I have always been like a speaker, but I have unsuppressed it all my life. Where now I was starting to do some retreat, and then I was like, no, it's not the way I should do it. I am a speaker, and I must come more out and speak to the world instead, like doing
Mm.
this talk show, but also coming out. And we could also make like this kind of talk show, like in a speaker show. It could be nice to sit like like
Yeah, I agree.
this.
I agree.
But this human design and tantra can be mixed so good because I can guide them and you can guide them to who they are, and then I can guide, okay, how can you then incorporate
Mhm.
that in your life?
Mm. If they
So
want, if they
yeah.
decide for themselves that this guidance is important for them, it
Yeah, but I see
always.
many, yeah.
Yes.
Good. Yes, yes. No, talk. It's for you this.
It's always important that that we feel inside of ourselves that we want some kind of change. It change happens inside of us. If I decided to change some kind of my habits that they are not useful for me, and in that way the teacher will come in my life. When I decide inside of myself that I am capable and ready for change, and when I'm deciding that inside of myself, the teacher will come.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but I see some people they want to change, but they don't know how to do.
Ah.
As I always explain, like people standing in front of this mountain and they're looking up and they are like,
Mm,
and I say to them, but you have to start walking, as you say, then the teacher will come. But I
exactly.
think lot are in, and if they are generator, then they maybe also. I see some people they want to change, but they don't know how to change.
Mm,
Like they
yeah.
want, but as because as you say, people have to want, and it have also taken me a long time before I was like, hey, come on, and now I just let. I have a friend. It took him 5 years before he accept he should learn breathing. So
Mm, Yeah, I think that everybody has its own timing for
Mm,
flourishing, for change, because also through the lens of the human design, you can see through your cycles of life. Everybody, every one of us are entering in some kind of cycles of our lives. And in each cycle, it can be seen through the human design what will be your lectures, what will be your experience, what kind of people you will meet through this cycle, what you need to learn from those people in this cycle, what will be educational part of you. Yes. So
uh,
everybody has its own timing, its own way of coming to their purpose, their life trajectory to their purpose. And in that
mm.
way, everybody is unique. Every
Yes,
some
we are all unique.
yeah.
We are all. We cannot be here without each other. Like I was working in companies, and people say, "Why are you talking with this?" I was working with food before all my life,
Mhm.
and people was like, "How do you talk with this guy?" I say, "Why should I not talk with this guy? He's not more than
Yeah,
me. His company will not work if I don't make the food for his meetings, or we're not coming
exactly.
with the coffee or tea or."
Yeah,
It's we have all like have a role, all of
yeah.
us.
Hmm.
but
Yes,
but special, I think, like with this talk show, it's special. I want people to understand that they should do this for the child before they get parents. Please go in and get your own. Find out who are you by yourself, and
exactly.
then when you have born the child, please straight away
Yeah,
get your child's life.
yeah. It
So
really helps when I'm doing this family analysis. It really, I'm having so much good feedbacks from the parents. It really helping them in dealing with their children because the
yeah.
children is changing. I mean, the mindset of our children right now is totally different than the few years before. And the all this thing that is happening globally is changing our way of behaving, thinking, dealing in our lives. So all of these knowledges, like new age knowledges and systems, are really useful for mm, for the parents, first for the parents and also for the kids, just to learn their parents to give the wind in the back their kids to be who they really are, who they really
Yeah.
come here to be.
And that's so
Yeah.
funny because I talked about that in so many years. For some months ago, my daughter also said, "Please make a channel, mom, about children," because my company called Pure Soul Love, and it is because my ex say you are the most pure soul on this earth. He said he's no who are so clear, pure like you. But and then I always say people should learn to see this. And now when I discovered I by myself and I meet you, I was like, yes, because now I have someone I can send them to. Because I always say, please see this little child from who they are. If I could get a child today, it will be a completely amazing child. It will be the child. I've destroyed my children because I don't know better. We
Yeah.
all don't know better, but we
Yeah.
must take responsibility also now. If we, my children is 24 and 29, but so if you also have children in that age, you must take responsible for what you was not knowing at that time and say to them, hey, okay, how can we now be better instead of still pushing and say, oh, mommy is right, dad is right.
Exactly.
Instead of find out, okay, how can we, and
Yeah.
that's what I really want to say to people who are in my age and have children who are for 20 and up. Please take responsible. And
Yeah.
for parents who are on the way to get a child, please take responsible, find out who you are. So
Yeah.
when you get the child and take responsible for your child and tell more about like how they can use it. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. You can tell a little more if you have time. So
Uh, I have a really a beautiful experience with my younger son. I can tell this my
Mm,
intimate story for the end. My
yes.
younger son, as he's a projector, he has in his profile one way of that he's here in this life to learn through the trial and error. Trial and error is a way of his path that he learns most from his mistakes. But in this life, he's learning that there is no mistakes, that there is only learning. So, what he have been learning, and also through him, I learned this. He was on his final class in elementary school. He was a really good student, not student, how to say, student, okay, put it student. He was, and the last class, he decided not to learn. And he said to me, Mom, there is nothing important for me here. I cannot learn these things that they doesn't have any kind of sense. And I am very liberal mother, and I didn't push him. So to sum up this story, because it is a long story, he failed his a final grade. He failed his
Mm,
final class. And according to the law in Croatia, he needs to pass it again. And it was a really huge learning for myself. Like a university professor, my son failed the last class in elementary school. Come on. And I was learning. It was huge learning for me because I have that way of thinking that my path needs to be the same as for my kid. No, Jelena. No, Jelena. Your kid is on his own in a way of like he has his own purpose in this life. And I was learning to let him do this and let him learn through his experiences. And also, I learned also for myself. So, according to the law in Croatia, he was pushed to go in a evening school. Evening
yes.
school. But evening school doesn't last for 1 year as elementary school. It lasts only for 4 months. But
Mm,
through this 1 year, he's so matured. He's so become a totally different boy. He needs this 1 year of resting
yes.
and becoming older and matured and to be with himself. And who am I to tell is it good or not? This is
Exactly. But
his
also,
story.
yes, and that I hoping all this um first I will say I hoping all the school system will broke down.
It will.
Because yes, because the
It
school
will.
system is from 1900, 1800. We don't, and no matter if we have human desire, we don't have children who need to learn all these things we learn. They are
Yeah.
so totally different, and they should learn with all we live even in 2024. Why they not learning all this we already know who are so important for a child, like
Mm.
breathing, meditation, yoga, money, whatever, and
Yeah.
creation, whatever they need.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I agree
but
totally. So,
yes, but I always have also be like as to say, but I in that way they not so. So I have always let my children, if you want to be home, they was home, and if we want to travel, we was traveling. I not have been. I'm not really a rule setter. I'm
yeah.
not.
So
I'm
this is the huge story of my life. I recorded one video publicly to show the others and to say my story because and a lot of people can learn from themselves because we have been raised through the generations that it is like shame if you fail one class. Why is it okay to fail in a college and it's not okay to fail in elementary school? Who tells this us? Who?
Yes, but
It's
also there's
our
not really fail, as you say. We have to take all this word away because that
yeah,
making of shame and guilt, because that's
yeah,
what people live in. I have a show about shame, And
Yeah.
exactly as you say, but who have say that is the right? I never
Mm,
ever, I never ever have passed my. I was in my school, but I never was there. But I
mm,
have a knowledge who are so higher in most of the people. It's
mm,
not like I have studying still,
mm,
but I studying in my way because I was studying in what I want to study about.
mhm.
And
Exactly.
and I first have an education when I was 29, but
Wow.
I have but I have coming in this, I have managed to do everything. And that
Of
was because I
course.
was ready to realize, okay, I do the same job as someone who have education, so I don't want to earn lesser because I do the same. And that was my reason to take the education.
Mm,
And then because I
mm,
have done so much work with food and I could shrink over 1 year over.
mm,
And when I have 1 year where I should be in a place, they were so frustrated at me because I was better in them.
mm,
So I could actually only have going to school. But when I should do the exam today, I can manage better to talk. But in that time, my throat chakra was not like developed enough.
mm,
So I stand in front of 12 people, and I should speak about my project. And I know my project works.
mm.
I should convince them my project. I was standing there and I was not saying anything. And they say, "Hey, you must." I say, "I know it's just
Yeah.
working."
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good for him. It was lucky he had a mom who let him,
Yeah, of
as you say.
course. Yes.
He told me, as you say, mistake. I have said that for many in the last couple of weeks. Like we have to take that work away. Also, it have to be a
Mm,
lesson. I get a
mm,
lesson, and that's what I
mm.
like with the new guy I have find David about Kabbalah,
Ah,
saying thank you no matter as I also, but I always training thankful, and I always training thankful also for the bad things
mm,
because that is the difficulty being thankful. That is, you have
mm.
to go in and learn to be grateful. When I
Exactly.
have two accidents, and I'm so grateful for them because if I don't have them, I could not do all I do today.
Mm, exactly.
And I have also forgive my parents because I could not do all these things if I not have get these parents.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I was of course angry with them when I was young. But now I realize they was 19. Oh my God, they are children. How
Yeah.
could they do better?
Yeah, we need all of those experiences. Our soul choose this for
Yes.
us.
But
Us.
as we say today, we are more lucky we can get this knowledge from human
Mm,
design. So we
mm,
maybe don't need to have all these hard lessons
mm,
or channel in life. We could maybe, if we know more about ourselves, we could maybe get a how to say, it's not like easier, but we could maybe get a life. As I say to people, we can get a life without stress. We can be happy all the time.
mm. Yes, of course.
So you have card. So you only have card for gate 65, or you have card for more.
I
So
have
this.
cards, 64 cards for the all of those gates.
Mm.
Just a second, someone is calling me.
Cool.
Uh, I have 64 cards for the all of those gates, but it is in Croatian language, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
how you do with these cards? Is it normally when you have angel cards, you take them and
Ah,
I said
I'm usually using this for the message of the, for example, some of the education. There is a lot of people around, and I pull some of the message for all of us. Or people usually buy it for learning,
mm,
like you learn what gate 48 means, for example.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
So if
Because
you
I
take
have,
like a card for me, so if you take a card now for me, so we can just show it,
okay,
so they get a message.
okay,
Yeah, that could be
okay.
fun. So to show people, so and still in Croatia, but they will come in English also. And the other way, I am on the way now to get all the things in. in other languages.
Okay, I will pull now one. Mm. This is the
Wow, my
Okay,
daughter's
I
birthday.
feel the energy, very emotional energy. It is like you see how there is no coincidences. This is solar plexus energy, but we talk about already about solar plexus. This is
That is
very,
my
this is
daughter's
very
birthday.
sexual energy. This is energy of recognizing emotions. This is
Mm,
energy that is connected with the sweets. If we cannot explain and doesn't know how to explain our emotions, we usually put some eat. We eat some sweets. It is totally connected with our feelings. Feel
mm,
to heal. Feel
mm,
your emotions. Don't turn back to your emotions. Go inside of your emotions and do not expect anything from the experiences in which you are right now, because the results will come after time. You will don't know what this experience means for you at the moment, but you will know when time passes by. So don't make any kind of assumptions when you feel something.
mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really interesting
this
because
is your
I was,
message.
I start, yeah, thank you so much. It
You're
makes so much
welcome.
sense. I was to a massage for, I think it's 3 weeks ago. And when the guy touching, and that's why I learned I have to take more care of me and my business. Because when he touched some points in my back and he do something, it was washing up like how in my life I've been so disappointed all my life, and
Mhm.
how I have let people come to my life who could make me disappointed,
Mm,
and how I then have give them guilt and shame because
mhm,
when I get disappointed, I have told, "Hey, why are you doing this to me?" Like, and
mhm,
and then I also yesterday I received a massage, and I start being really aware when I get different things.
mm,
Okay, where it's coming from. And then yesterday in my left feed and here, they're suddenly showing a cat up. So that
mm.
was like, I was like, wow. And was white and brown cat, and I was like, oh, what is in? So I start, and so it's interesting. You say I start be aware, and yes, I have always eat a lot of chocolate, and I have been much weaker lady because I have always eat on my emotions. So
You see? You see how
yes, yes,
I
yeah, I'm. That's the good thing with me. People can always say everything to me because I know myself so well, and I am so honest as my ex that he said
Mhm,
that's why you because I know everything about myself. So
mhm.
it's not like when you say it, I get like a shock and no, that's not me. And
Beautiful.
my emotions have also damaged my teeth and like that. Hmm? So I have always be emotional. So I probably must have an open solar plexus because
Probably, yeah.
I have always been very, very emotions. I get a very
Mm,
affected feelings all the time and all the time.
mm.
And the number is for funny. My daughter is 30 September. So
Ah, you see, everything is connected.
yeah, and that's also yeah. We maybe I don't know if you have time because I like this talk like for helping people because my son have always feel I don't love him as the same
Mhm,
way as love my daughter. But I say to him, yes, I love you of all my heart.
mm.
But I was because I don't understand him in the same way as somehow have could understand my daughter better, but still don't understand her because I was thinking, why should you sleep? Why are you so lazy? Come on. Huh? And but he always appealed that because I have some kind of soul connection with my daughter in this human design also. Because
Probably.
that I find
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
don't
that's what
know that.
no, but
Probably.
I have a guy who doing astrology, but he also working with human
Mm,
design, and he
yeah.
told me
Mhm,
he was the one who told me about this. I have
mm,
this tantra already in my
mm.
soul. He
Mm.
say that's why you
Beautiful.
are, say you're one of the best in the world. There's of course other who also, but I am very
Mm.
dedicated to my words,
Mm.
like you are.
Beautiful.
I love it, and I would love
Thank
to
you.
have like two where we're talking more deep about every, like we could make a talk show again where we like taking like about one a generator, one with the manifestator or
Yes,
something
we
like that.
can. Yes, we can. I think for
Because it's
today
so
is a lot of interesting information for your
yes,
watchers, viewers, and next time
yes,
we can
yeah,
make some kind of like through
yeah.
examples.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So they can find out why, and also for
yeah,
you're gonna get this video, so you can use it for, I say, everywhere
yeah,
you want,
yeah.
because that's
Thank
the
you.
powerful making this talk show. Well, that's the powerful making this talk show. It's with the person I do it with. They can use it also, and
Mhm.
that's why I have some. You can already see I do talk show with some different people already. We do it like regular with each other because we find out
Yeah,
we have something
of
to,
course.
to share, and then we going in next. I gonna meet one of my talk show. I go and meet him in Dubai. I never meet him. Like I've not meet you. I hope I will meet you one day.
Ah, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
and the
Thank you
other
so
one I
much.
haven't. Thank you for your time and thank you for
You
all your
too.
knowledge. Please, I
Thank
will
you.
put everything in the comment and I will tell them where they can find you.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
I will send
thank you.
you.
Yes, and thank you so much. It has been so big pleasure. And the beautiful with this talk shows is we transform in it by ourselves too. Like
Yeah,
we're
through
learning something.
example.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone, wherever you are. And we coming back next year. I will coming back with more talk show in 2025. So take care and listen to all our knowledge. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.